Modern drummer, David Frangioni here on stage with Jeff Canady. He's on tour with Don Was and Pan-Detroit.
Yes.
He's from Detroit, and we've got some great insight to share with you guys. We're gonna go over his setup and the history that got him to this day on this stage. Here we go.
Yep.
So guys, I'm here with Jeff, and it's a great honor. Jeff, good to see you.
Good to see you too, David.
Thank you, my man, thank you. So let's introduce you to the modern drummer community. You're here on a big stage. We're gonna go over your drum setup. We're gonna go over the instrument and everything that you're doing here with Don Was. And of course, Don Was needs no introduction. One of the most legendary musicians, producers, label heads, Blue Note, of course, and his career is unto itself. And I'm a huge Don Was fan. I've followed his career my entire life. I'm very inspired by what he's accomplished, the great music that he's been at the forefront of making. So I wanna hear from you what's happening in the mind of Don Was and playing drums for him. Jeff is an endorsee of Spawn drums and SoulTone cymbals.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna go over your rig. Because these are pickup gigs, you don't have your Spawn kit with you.
Correct.
But your Spawn kit is the same sizes.
Yes. Cool.
And so you're a 4-piece small kit Ringo setup.
Sir.
Okay, so what are your sizes? What are you playing?
So the kick drum, I love 20-inch bass drum. So I play 20-inch by 14 to 20-inch by 20.
Okay.
So that's my the way I do the bass drum. Snare, I always play a 14-inch snare.
Okay. 6.5?
7.
7, even deeper.
Yes, sir.
No. And what material is your snare typically? What's it made out of?
Maple. I love maple shells. So
So
that's
your Spawn kit, snare, and all is maple.
maple. Yes, sir. From top to bottom.
And then what are you playing for rack and floor?
So a lot of times I would do a 10-inch or 12-inch rack tom, or I'll do a 14 or a 16 because I got a couple different sizes. So the one I usually play is the 14 by 6. So it's real shallow.
Floor tom?
Yes.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
So you don't really need the bottom?
Well, it's I have the bottom on, but it's like a pancake.
But I mean the bottom end.
Yes.
Right, like the floor tom having a lot of like meat and bottom.
Man,
it's just not.
The way I tune my drums, even with the kick drum, I'm able to, get that low end in it.
Let's hear it. A lot of bottom. But that's not a 10. That's not a 6 or
Yes.
or a
Yes,
10
sir.
by 14. That's deeper. Interestingly, they're dry, but they still have tone.
Yes.
So I like that sound.
And, really playing with Don Was, the Remo heads are perfect, because I usually, I dabble in different, drum heads.
But these are coated Ambassador.
Yes.
What's on the bottom?
The same.
Oh, coated Ambassador top and bottom.
Yes.
And that's part of the sound.
Yes. Because I like that vintage sound with Don because he plays upright bass. So, to have that kind of low end, sound, when I'm hitting the toms, it just works out perfectly.
Nice. And you have a control sound coated on the snare.
Yes.
And then what are you playing on? Looks like a pinstripe? Or what are you playing on
Yes,
the kit?
that's a Remo pinstripe. So I go from that to Aquarian Kick 2. Aquarian Kick 2 is my favorite.
Okay.
I love that bass drum head, But, on the road, I go between the two.
And then what about the cymbal setup? It's a lot of different types of effects here going
Yes,
on.
sir.
with
Yes, sir.
SoulTone.
So I have the 14-inch vintage hi-hat. These guys been with me so long. I've been with SoulTone for about 6 years, and this is from the first set.
And what do you love about their cymbals that you selected them?
Really because any style of music I play these on, even in the studio, they just cut through perfectly. You know, the warmness, they don't ring out a long time. So, you know, that's what really drew me to these cymbals. You know, I had a few guys in Detroit that played them, and they got the gospel series, didn't like them because they ring out too long, too bright. But I had a gentleman that had, I think he had a ride and some hi-hats of the vintage series. Well, just playing those two on his kit when I sat in at the club one day, I was just like, I need them.
This is what you were looking for.
This is what I'm looking for. And so just so happened, you know, I had a stick endorsement at the time, and the gentleman from the that had the sticks, him and the gentleman from SoulTone, they were at the NAMM show, and they were just starting. So both of them were in the basement because, you know, it's 3 different floors at the NAMM show.
Yeah.
They had to get a booth together. So what ended up happening when they got the booth together, us who had the sticks, we were able to get the cymbals, and then people with cymbals were able to get the sticks. And that's how I end up with SoulTone cymbals.
And so what are you playing? You got the 14-inch vintage hi-hats.
Yep. This is a 17-inch crash, vintage crash cymbal. And then this is a 6-inch splash. This is vintage as well.
Okay.
And so this is SoulTone Ride Vintage, and this is a 20-inch.
Okay.
And then this is a 17-inch effect cymbal with SoulTone. And then this is I had this thing for so long. I believe this is 16-inch China. And so that's in the effects family of this one, but it's a China.
Okay.
And this guy, the clap stack. So this is not SoulTone.
Okay.
It was another fellow drummer that came out with this a few years ago, and every drummer was playing it, and I just fell in love with it.
It's just got its own unique thing.
Yeah, and I used to carry around, you know, a rolling pad for the claps, and you know, sometimes it would be cool, but with this thing, I just love it because it's acoustic, but it still gives you that.
So let's hear what these cymbals sound like.
Okay, so the 14-inch hats. And this is the 17-inch crash. I love that. You see how I just...
Yeah.
And this is the 6-inch splash.
It's got a lot of ring for a splash,
Yes.
you know?
Sounds really big to be,
Yeah.
you know, 6.
Yeah.
And this is the clap.
Very cool.
Yeah, I love
that's
it.
Very in the tune. That's going to sound like a clap.
man.
It's an interesting sound. That it really does sound almost like an electronic clap.
It does.
That's cool.
And I love it because it's just acoustic. I don't have to have any wires.
Yeah. Yeah. Fewer things to go wrong.
Yes, sir. And so this is the 20-inch ride.
And then if you crash ride that, the definition comes right out of it. Is that one of the things you like about it? If you lean into it, you can still get the ping.
Yes,
when you
sir.
need to.
And see, and that's what I love. It's just kind of
Yeah, the decay.
Yeah,
The decay is textbook musical.
It's great.
Yeah, it's a great decay.
And so this is basically the effect cymbals is basically a crash / China.
A lot of decay for a China.
Yeah.
The only cymbal that really like just stops is your clap cymbal.
Yeah.
Everything
yeah,
else,
yeah.
even the splash, the china, everything has a lot of decay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what I like about the decay on these though is it like mellow out itself. It's not like just going and going where I have to. Let me stop this.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. That's nice.
Yeah.
And you have LP cowbell
Yes, sir.
and DW 9000 pedal,
Pedal. Yes, sir.
double chain drive,
Yes, sir.
and hardware. Does Spawn make hardware? Or do you use another brand?
Usually with my hardware, I'm usually using Gibraltar. at
Gibraltar
home.
hardware.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love their hardware.
So let's hear what this kit sounds like.
All right.
Jeff Canady, sounding great, man.
Thank you, sir.
Sounding great. Kicking. Check out Jeff on tour with Don Was and Pan-Detroit. And guys, thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below. I'm David Frangioni, and we're going to take it home. Let's hear some groove, my man.
All right.